podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Deontay Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass
BoxingVoice.com.
and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. The hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. And man, we have more and more boxing talk as the biggest fight of the year is definitely producing headline after headline. And listen, this is something that we've kind of discussed, something that we kind of touched on, and by we, either me and my co-hosts or, me and you guys. So yeah, man, it's something that we have to discuss, something we got to talk about and ask each other. Obviously, how we feel about the situation. But before we do that, I do want to throw in some audio, and then kind of give our, I guess, opinion of it and go from there. But yeah, man, we're here to discuss Deontay Wilder's head trainer, Deas, who believes he doesn't believe that Mark Breland should have thrown in the towel and stopped the fight last night. So that's what we're here to discuss. We want to ask you guys, what did you think? Do you think, it was the right thing? Do you think that the team did the right thing by, throwing in the towel and living to fight another day? Giving Deontay Wilder the opportunity to face, to fight again. He could have sustained a lot of damage. So really, we're asking you, how do you feel about this? But let's give you how JD's felt about the situation.
The decision to throw in the towel that was made in the corner. Did Mark just throw it? I kind of wanted to know about that decision to end the fight. And I'll let you guys go.
Check. Mark threw the towel. I didn't think he should have. Deontay's the kind of guy that's a go out on his shield kind of guy, and he would tell you straight up, don't throw the towel in.
And I just want to pause it there because, with boxing, there's this phrase, you got to save a fighter from himself. And, it's a trainer's job to do what Breland did. Wilder would have never quit, but this is prize fighting. You have a prize fighter. Why allow him to take unnecessary punishment when you can just live to fight another day? And, maybe Deas doesn't feel that way last night in the heat of the moment, and maybe Wilder didn't either. But maybe going back and watching the tape, seeing where their man was at for Wilder, seeing himself where he was at in the fight, maybe they believe Breland made the right decision. Now, I know as a puncher, Deontay Wilder may never accept that Breland threw the towel in because he believes he could always come from behind and turn things around. But honestly, I mean, you heard my live fight reaction. I thought they were going to stop it. I seen that he had no energy. So, yeah, man, why take punches? It's so hard to be on the defense when you don't have any energy, man. And, you know, it's just, it sucks, really. You know, and I think in the heat of the moment, you know, people will say no, you know, he should have fought on, because again, they believe in the power, and I understand that. But live to fight another day, man. This is boxing. He took a lot of punishment. His jaw looked like it was broke. They're saying, ESPN is saying that he didn't even go to the hospital. We thought his eardrum was broke. They're also saying that his eardrum was not busted, that was just blood. I don't know. It looks like his eardrum was damaged. It looks like he should have went to the hospital just to get things checked out. But the fight got stopped in the 7th because of Mark Breland and the towel coming in. And you can see visible damage on Deontay Wilder. So, you know, I'm on the Mark Breland side of this. You know, I get Wilder believes he has knockout come from behind power, but, you know, look, he's a good guy, and I would rather see him live to fight another day than take unnecessary punishment. Speaking of unnecessary things, man, it is truly necessary for you guys to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show, lets me know that you enjoy the fact that we're coming multiple times a day. Just think about it. I mean, we ended yesterday's show at 3 in the morning, came right back at 10:30 in the morning. Here we are once again at 3:30 in the afternoon. You know, a thumbs up goes a long way. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it definitely helps the show grow. It allows the show to get put in the eyes of other boxing fans that may not have come across this platform where you can call in and you can pick up your phone, your cell phone, your home phone, and call 1-425-569-5241 and voice your opinion and rub it in our face because Tyson Fury won, you know, or call in and express your frustrations because Deontay Wilder lost. Like, again, man, it looks like I have to say it every single episode, but regardless of who it is that you're picking and the outcome of the fight, you know, the platform still remains here. It's been here for multiple years, and the last 380 to 400 days have definitely been 7 days a week show. So, you know, if you don't like me, it's all good, but at least the platform is here for you to call in and, you know, celebrate, debate, and just, you know, have a safe haven for boxing banter, man. So hit that thumbs up and let's get more boxing fans aware of this particular YouTube page at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. But I'm going to open up the phone lines. Listen, we're just asking, do you think that the stoppage was justified? Do you think Mark Breland did the right thing? And, yeah, is it JD's job to say what he's saying because you don't want your fighter to have to quit? You know what I mean? Like, it's Breland's job to throw in the towel, just like it's I say it's JD's, you know, job to play good cop, bad cop with Breland. You know what I mean? Like, I'm mad at Breland. Let's see. Does Breland get fired? That's the question, you know? Do you think Breland was right in throwing in the towel? Or do you think he sticks around, or will they get rid of him? You know, what do you think? This is what we're discussing. Deontay Wilder's head trainer, Deas, who we've had many times on this show, feels that he doesn't think Breland should have thrown the towel in. He doesn't believe, you should have done that. Once again, the number to call in, 142-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Numbers is power. The more subscribers we have, the more interviews we do. The bigger the interview, the bigger the reach. We've been having in the last 2 months pretty much all your favorite fighters. So once again, man, support the show. Hopefully it is your favorite show. And together we continue to grow. Let me head on out to our sponsors and get this thing started.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
The decision to throw in the towel that was made in the corner, was that something that was discussed? Did Mark just throw it? I kind of wanted to know about that decision to end the fight. And I'll let you guys go.
Check. Mark threw the towel. I didn't think he should have. Deontay's the kind of guy that's a go out on his shield kind of guy, and he would tell you straight up, don't throw the towel in. In fact, in the dressing room when Tyson was getting his hands wrapped, in one of the earlier fights, which they show on the screen in the locker room, they had a guy that got stopped. We were like, stop the fight. And right when the ref stopped the fight, the towel came in. And Tyson looked at his people and said, never, like that. And I said, yeah, that's the same kind of guy Deontay is. He does not want that. And then you've always got to consider also that Deontay is a fearsome puncher.
And there you have it, man. You see the fearsome puncher. So they believe, or Deontay believes, or part of the team believes that, he could have gotten the second win and maybe turned things around with a big punch. So yeah, this is once again what we're discussing. Hit that thumbs up button for me so we could get these phone lines lit up. There's plenty of people watching, and we should have same amount of viewers, same amount of thumbs up. So if you want these phone lines open, hit that thumbs up and share the show to help us grow. While we, sit here and wait for those thumbs up to get up, I just want to say, I think Mark Breland is right, man. I mean, watching Wilder, he looked like he was taking some punishment. Looked like he was taking some punishment, and as a fan of Wilder, I definitely did not want to see him get hurt to past the point of not being able to fight again because of sustained punishment or unnecessary punishment. But yeah, man, you already know, subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We've already gone to the sponsors. Phone lines are open, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 is how you can call in and voice your opinion. People always asking, how can I call in? That's how you call in. Just grab your mobile, grab your home phone, dial in 1-425-569-5241. You can go ahead and add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation as well. Anywhere in the world, that's an absolutely free app is Skype. You can download that on your Android app market or your iPhone Apple Store. And, once you're there, don't forget to download the also free Patreon app and check us out at patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice, where you have extras and other never heard before podcasts, plus our Ask series where you get to ask a fighter any question you want as long as we're interviewing them. And you can only do that on patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. All right, looks like we're above 200, but we got about 700 people watching. So definitely going to want those thumbs up to get up a little bit as we start getting out to these calls. Let me go out to my co-host that just joined me for the day.
BoxingVoice.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, good afternoon. Happy Sunday, TBV. We're a little bit under 24 hours removed from the fight, and JD's feels like that Breland shouldn't have thrown in the towel. I have to 100% disagree with JD's. And I feel like maybe he was caught up a little bit in the emotions nest, a little bit of the everything that just happened so fast. And I think JD's may have been a victim of what a lot of us were, as we fell in love with and believed deeply in the power of Deontay Wilder. But, just looking back last night, I just don't, you always think the puncher has a chance, man, but it seems like the equilibrium is off. I know the reports are saying otherwise. But I just don't think that right hand was coming last night. And I think for safety purposes, Mark Breland did the right thing. And it's like they say, man, it's never the one shot that hurts you. It's the accumulation of punches. And so I'm definitely on board with Mark Breland here, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, live to fight another day. There's a rematch clause. Why take unnecessary punishment and then, be so damaged that you can't even activate the rematch, Go back, assess things, come up with a new game plan, and, activate that rematch clause. But no need in taking unnecessary punishment in my eyes. But again, I am not the end-all, be-all, so that's why the phone lines are open, and you can call in using your cell phone at 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation, have that crystal clear audio quality, and call from anywhere in the world. Let me just double check these thumbs up. This is my second show. It's Sunday. It's God's day. I'm waiting for the love to pour in, show me. Look, we just had 777 watching. They say the 7 is the God's number. So maybe, maybe you guys get off on a good foot and start hitting that absolutely free thumbs up button and just let me smash this thumbs up, because these guys love talking boxing as much as I love talking boxing, and they're here almost 5, 6, 7 times a week, 8 times a day. Let me just hit this absolutely free thumbs up button. What I'm going to do, since you guys are being stingy with the thumbs up, I'm definitely going out to my Patreons, though. Let me go ahead and do that. We're going out to Triple Rang CYP. Talk to me, California. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you simply my opinion. If he would have thrown the towel in for Ortiz when he was getting his ass whipped worse than he was there. He was getting his ass whipped worse for Ortiz for a whole goddamn minute and a half. If they would have threw that towel in then, we would not have seen that knockout. If AJ was getting his ass whooped severely, they didn't throw in no towel. Castillo versus Corrales, they didn't throw in no towel. There are reasons why you don't do that. You're supposed to know your fighter, and I can guarantee you this: if Breland doesn't get fired, when the next time he does an interview, if he keeps his job, he will say, "You know what? I made a mistake." We have seen Wilder carry his power into the 12th round when this motherfucker is dead tired. You have to give a man his specialty. You have to give it to him. Just like you give Fury the benefit of the doubt to get his ass up when he's fucking knocked smooth out. They didn't throw the towel in for Fury. They allowed him to get his whole goddamn count. Do the same thing for each fighter.
Cut it.
I hear you. The only difference is Mayweather Castillo, they welterweights, man. These are heavyweights, man. Those were heavyweight shots from the 200. Look, all we know is he weighed 273. We don't know what he weighed in on fight night. We don't know how much more weight he put on. All I could see, and you could hear on my live reaction while I'm watching the fight along with you, is, wow, he's so much bigger than, Deontay. Wow, he looks so thin next to Fury. So,
yes, sir.
I seen the size difference. Those punches had to hurt. No. All right, let me see. We got any more boomerangs? Looking like. NO Mastermind. Sorry about that, champ. Sorry about that.
I'm an audio sound, and that's I ain't trying to mess the show up, bro.
Let's see what it do, man. So far, so good.
I'm just keep it short and sweet, bro. I mean, I, I can't argue with Mark Breland, bro. He used to be a fighter, and that's like Deas. I don't believe he never boxed. So Mark Breland, bro, he saw something that he ain't like, bro, and I'm pretty sure he saw it end up on the, you know what I'm saying, the worst way with different fighters, you know what I'm saying? So he just went with a bad judgment, bro. So I ain't mad with him. That's my call.
All right. Mastermind in New Orleans. Looks like we got a. Let's see here. All right. Actually, no, that is not there. So let's see. Anyone else here? On the. Yes, sir. We got Josh in North Carolina. Ringer status. What's going on?
Deas, what's popping with you? Yeah, man. Hey, man. Like old bro just said, just spoke, man. Breland used to be a fighter, bro. And hey, man, what he knocked down like? Didn't he fight out like 5 times?
Who?
Well, how many times Wilder get knocked down?
Two official knockdowns.
2 official knockdown, and the other one where he just got he slipped. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, man, but man, you could tell, man, Wilder was out of it, bro. Like that hit behind the ear, bro, behind the head, that really messed him up. I'm glad he stopped it, man, because you gotta look at him for the future, bro. He gonna do a rematch. Oh yeah, next, before I get off here, I want to ask you this, bro. Do you think just this possibility that Wilder can, he like enforce the rematch within 30 days? Would be like, yo, go ahead and fight Joshua, and when you done, that's my call, man. If you can't answer that for me.
I mean, listen, that's a tough one to answer, man. I mean, we talked about that before. It's all about what you can negotiate. You know, if he could somehow, get a contract hammered out with Tyson, where it says, look, you get the rematch if I beat Joshua, because remember, if he loses to Joshua, his rematch is with Fury and it's got nothing to do with Joshua, and then, it just doesn't work. So, yeah, that's definitely a lot of litigation and contracts, definitely above my pay grade. But I think anything is possible. I mean, it's not like we haven't already seen the powers that be, or some of them, saying, let's go straight into unification right now. The same thing we were saying when Ruiz beat Joshua. So, it's all about dollars and those dollars making sense.
Yeah, I just want to go back to real quick. When you looked at, they talked about the Ortiz and throwing the towel at that fight. Nez, this fight right here, it was 2 or 3 rounds where Fury was just landing consistent shots, clean shots, and it was just building, man. It looked like, honestly, if Fury had a little bit more pop, that fight could have ended at any moment from round 5 and 6 on. So that's where I'm at with it. I just didn't see Wilder recovering. He never seemed to really get his legs or his balance back together.
Yeah, man. I was yelling like, "Damn, bro, he's tired. He's tired." And then Doomy and Andre, they're like, "Bro, it's the eardrum. He's not gonna be able to get his equilibrium back." Like, I had never heard that until that point. So, I don't know how bad he was, but judging off of what we seen, I'm not mad at the towel coming in.
No, and look, and I get JD's nest, trying to save face for his fighter, but to me, you don't got to prove to me that Wilder's a warrior willing to go out on his shield. He showed that in the Ortiz fight. He showed that last night. Dude, to me, he didn't have to prove that to me, or any of us. He already done that. We know he's a warrior. We know he wasn't trying to quit. But it's like they say, you do got to save a fighter from themselves sometimes.
Yeah, man. Look, he's definitely probably upset at people, but the rematch clause is there for a reason, and less damage to recover from, and more time to get back to the game and game plan, and correcting those wrongs. You know what I mean?
look, and he started boxing, to find a way to support his daughter. He loves his children. He's a great role model for anybody, how to be a father. And I would hate for his pride to be something to where he couldn't be the parent that he is now, or God forbid, not be able to be around. You know what I mean? We can come back next time and get him back. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Looks like we got Troy Boomerang.
Yes, sir. I always say that my main concern is the fighters, so I have no issue with Mark Breland stopping a fight. I've seen Mark Breland is the only one in his camp who has a background, who is a real fighter, from the amateurs to the pros, and been a champion and has been hurt and all that stuff. I've seen Mark in some brutal fights coming up, and I've seen him, do his thing coming up. So I don't have any issue with it. To say that, he shouldn't have stopped the fight, that's your opinion. But his trainer has a better eye on the man than actually we do. Because we're just fans that are sitting outside watching. That trainer gets to look in his eye, and he gets to know. And he knows his fighter. He's been around with him long enough, so he knows him.
For any future callers, remember it's not our opinion. JD's does not agree with Mark Breland. He doesn't think Mark Breland should have threw the towel in. JD's is the head trainer and manager of Deontay Wilder. Mark Breland is a former Olympian, amateur, and a professional welterweight, and he is the assistant trainer, and he decided to throw the towel in. Just for the facts, it seems like so many times people ignore what it is that we're talking about and, just start their own stuff.
And it wasn't me, or did it look like Kenny Bayless was pretty close to getting ready to stop that fight anyways?
That's obviously speculation and assumption, but listen, I was saying like, oh shit, they're going to stop it. So I felt, whatever it is you were looking at, I felt it. I said it out loud. And listen, I said that when he fought Ortiz. So for CYP, if he goes back and watch that live fight, I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna stop. In that 7th round, I thought they was gonna stop it for Wilder because he wasn't punching back. Throwing up the high guard and absorbing shots, that's not a good look for the referee. You know what I mean? Maybe it works for him and he can stay composed and he likes to counter the left hook off of it. But for a referee outside looking in, it's like, yo, you taking shots.
Yeah, man. To me, it just felt, like I said, from round 5, 6 on, it just felt like the end was coming at any moment, to be completely honest. And don't get me wrong, the way that fight went down was totally not how I expected it. But, at that point, I felt like Wilder was almost ready to go at any moment, those last 3 rounds of the fight.
Motherfucking murder, mayhem, last words of the stainless. Told you I would kill you, squeeze after I aim it. If you're talking money, then you're speaking my language. Or shut the fuck up and grown folks' conversation.
Yo, TBV, what's good? What's the bus up, man?
What up?
Ain't nothing, man. Why y'all sound like we just came from a fucking funeral or something? Look, man, our champion had a loss, man. He's still the people champion. I still love him. I'm going to still celebrate him. We got a great night of boxing. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, the stuff we were talking about beforehand, now we know that we can have co-promotion between broadcasting companies and everything else. The same way we were talking when AJ lost to Ruiz, man. Boxing won. So let's not make a funeral out of this, man. That's sad shit, man. We got to get past that, man. Wilder, man, if you listening, man, you still my champion, like I said, man. And if you listening and you not a fighter, or you are a fighter, if you listening, push the thumbs up. What the fuck is wrong with y'all people, man? Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because this is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Shout out to Stainless, the Hall of Fame caller, baby.
All right. Let's see what other boomerangs and masterminds we got. Let's see over here.
And honestly, Nez, this could light a fire under Wilder that he could come back even more dangerous than before.
It's definitely could be motivation. But just like AJ, and we question AJ, it could be motivation, or he can question himself and say, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah, I just don't see that from Wilder though. I think he's just built differently. It seems like from the mental aspect.
We'll see, man. I want him to continue for sure. Let me get out to Ringer in Chicago. Steve, what up?
How's it going, Steve?
I don't agree. I don't think Jay should have went public with that. The reason being, if you listen to the post-fight interview when he was on stage, he said our corner does things differently. I'm the head coach, but I have like an offense coordinator, defense. So he basically told everybody that Mark has the ability to do that. So I think he should have kept his mouth shut. I don't think he should have went public with his thoughts. And it was probably spur of the moment because they got him right after the fight, and he knows Deontay. But my thing is, I think he should have kept that to himself. That's what I think. But as far as the caller that said about AJ, Fury said he beats AJ. He's retiring. He's done. He said he could do. If your ears to the street, I'm hearing all these interviews. I've been looking at this shit all day. Fury said he beats AJ. He's done. He's done. He's retiring. He said there ain't no more he could do.
I mean, you said that so aggressively, Steve. What'd you expect Fury to do if he beats AJ? He would have beaten all the top heavyweights, the one before his era and the ones of his era. Like, I wouldn't expect him to stick around and wait for the Hergoviches and the Dubois of the world. You know, those dudes really, they want a shot. They got to get on the fast track like a Joe Joyce. You know, Joyce is on the fast track and he's still slowed down because he decided to fight Dubois. Like, Dubois is highly ranked, and I get it, but at the end of the day, he's a prospect. You know, coming off of that Stavern win, you would figure he would be fighting contenders moving forward, not prospects. But it's a big domestic fight, and I get it, but I don't see any of the top three really waiting around. Maybe AJ, if somehow AJ could reign, defeat Fury, I could see him sticking around because he's younger by like what? Was he? Is he still 28 or is he 30? How old
I believe
is he
he's
now?
28 or 29 at this point.
I don't know. I think last time I said 28, someone's like, yo, stop saying he's 28. He's 30. So I don't know. He seems the younger of them all, though.
Honestly, Ness, I'm not so sure that Fury ever comes back still.
What do you mean never comes back? Like after this win?
After this fight, I'm not 100% sold.
Bro, he got two more fights. He got two more fights. He's already the champ.
Yeah, but he signed a contract with Klitschko and never came back.
Yeah, but that Klitschko contract was with Frank Warren and K2 Promo. This wasn't a top-ranked ESPN multi-million-dollar deal. The man just, bro, I told you, if this thing does 2 million pay-per-view buys, Fury gets upwards of 50 million. He's guaranteed to make more than 25 million. But if they do 2 million pay-per-view homes, he gets 50 million plus. And now they got Big Baby over there.
Aspect of it.
Brother, they got Big Baby. He got two more fights. If you think he's going to leave those two checks on the floor, you got something else. Listen, he turned his back, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but he left the UK for the money, and he said, I'm fighting here because this is where the money is. My next 3 fights are here. Like, he's told you already. He's not going anywhere. Bro, he defeated the big bad wolf. What's left to be afraid of?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like for him, it's like what's left. He mentioned a lot about after the Klitschko fight, accomplishing that was kind of like the letdown of what's next.
Yeah, and I get you. But didn't he just have 4 bullshit fights? So you're going to tell me he's not going to finish his contract on $2 multi-million-dollar fights when he just had 4 bullshit fights?
I don't know, man. Like I said, unless he gets AJ next, because in his mind, he just beat Wilder twice. In his mind, he believes he has 2 victories over Wilder. And obviously, people are going to have him the clear favorite over AJ. So, which I think it'd be a huge domestic fight over there. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's just something I wouldn't.
Yeah, but it won't be over there because his next 2 fights are are contracted to be here
in the U.S.
In
Okay,
the
I got
U.S. There's gonna have to be some crazy site fee and some hella negotiations for Bob, to give up what's in that contract. Like, there's a contract, man. Listen, I'm slowing down taking these callers, man. You guys ain't hitting them thumbs up button, man. I'm gonna have to go out to my alumni now. Since I went to all my patrons, we're going to the alumni, the people that I know support, man. Until I get these thumbs up where they need to be. I think I've been showing for the last 7 to 8 years that I'm a consistent worker here. I'm for the love of the sport. So I think it's time you guys start spreading that love, man. Hit that thumbs up.
You got Deontay Wilder, who's one of the craziest heavyweight knockout artists ever. I mean, that guy has preposterous power.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
King, Florida, what it do?
What up, man? Yeah, man. Listen, I was watching that post fight and I was kind of angry seeing Jay say that because to me that fight should have been stopped. I totally agree with Mark Breland's decision. I echo what everybody else was saying. He's a real fighter. He was a champion. He knew what he was doing. At the end of the day, they got another fight, man. He got hurt, and it wasn't getting any better. So, stop the fight, and we regroup. We come back, in the third fight, we knock this dude out. But, hey, Ness, have you heard anything on Wilder's health? Like, is he all right? I haven't heard.
I mean, the only thing I seen is what ESPN put out, that he did not go to the hospital, that he didn't need to go to the hospital, that his eardrum was not busted, that it was just blood. So, I text them and I text a few people, but the spirits must not be the same right now. Right now, they're amongst family, I'm assuming. So I'll be the last to know anything. But Keem, want to thank you obviously for always calling in and supporting the show. We're gonna keep these lines moving. I'm gonna drag my feet here, man, until I see the love on them thumbs up. We're gonna have to pro boxer, 130-pound phenom. I mean, with that height, you're going to do some damage. Marlon, so icy. Sims, what it do, champ?
Bro, I just had to literally stop my super chat for a second. I'm gonna drop it anyway. I had to click over. I'm on Skype in on I'm on Skype in. I'm on YouTube, making sure I hit the thumbs up. I definitely agree with the stoppage. Somebody needed to throw in the towel. He was gonna get stopped anyway. Everybody know I eat my crow. I was going for Deontay Wilder all day. And that was a sad damn sight. I was more sad, not the fact that he lost. It was just how he lost. But I agree with the stoppage.
Now, Marlon, as a fighter yourself, obviously I don't think you've been in that situation. How high are your emotions during the middle of a fight? For if that something like that happens, are you really thinking clearly about the overall picture? Or is the want to win and the adrenaline of the fight just too much in the middle of it?
No, me and my coach, man, we got a clear understanding that if I'm more cerebral, so I sit there and I got life after boxing. I refuse to go in there and be fighting to the death if I'm in a situation where, in the terms of where we seen Deontay Wilder, he didn't have his legs under him. The bleeding from the ear. I've seen people eardrums get busted and they're not continuously bleeding. But I seen the interview where Deas said that he also got cut inside the ear as well. That's where the consistent blood was coming from. But before then, I was unaware of why he was bleeding so consistently. So it made me think that it was more than a busted eardrum. So me looking on the outside in, he's a warrior, so he wanted to go out and keep going, but he wasn't able to make a difference. His equilibrium was all the way off. He wasn't able to get that power that he needed to generate that one punch eraser. But I just agree with it. I thought it should have been stopped sooner than what it actually was stopped at. That when they stopped it, I thought it was a bad time to stop it. I thought it should have been stopped sooner.
Mr. So Icy Sims, thank you for calling in, brother. We're going to get to some other people here. And, yeah, man, let's see.
Just get them likes up, people. Ness, I'm not one that feels like he needs to make any changes in the camp. I think this is just a time to reassess things. maybe they got caught up too much in the love of the right hand. That's my personal opinion. I think I think they kind of just overly banked on that this go around.
Yeah, man. We'll see, bro. I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff coming out, about legs and the night before. So we'll see what where the truth lies. Brandon, Cincinnati.
What up, Ness? What up, Big Super Max? Man, you working hard, Ness. I'm actually getting tired of this subject, man.
What up, B?
What's up, man?
It's completely different, though. It's about the towel, and do you think Breland was right in throwing it, or do you think that JD's is right in saying Breland shouldn't have thrown it?
Yeah, I'm saying that because, man, I'm just ready to be done with it, man. If he cut from that Alabama cloth, I think he cut from. He gonna bounce back. But as far as should he threw the towel in, yeah, he should have threw it in, man. I hear what some callers saying, give him a shot. He's a puncher, but his equilibrium was messed up. He didn't have the legs, the balance, or the stamina to land a big shot that would have changed it. So it was pretty much just prolonging the inevitable. He was just in there trying to survive, and he wasn't gonna recover, man. You don't recover from equilibrium damage, in a round or two. His legs weren't gonna get back under him. So yeah, I agree with the stoppage. I mean, if they would have stopped it a round or two earlier, I would have been cool with that.
Cut it.
Brandon, man, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Dom, unmute. Going once.
Oh, yeah, what's up? What's up, Ness? What's up, Ness? I'm so used to being on Blog Talk. Whatever Deontay feels like, I agree with him on that one. I would love to see Deontay get in there and do the rematch, but I would love to see him do it in a perfect way, as in, just bring somebody in as a couple of pair of eyes and just show something different and maybe be aware of a dog style. The herky jerky was perfect in the camp I was watching. But
Cut it.
Noah Cali, get that speakerphone off, close that car door.
What's poppin', TBV? I'm good.
You good? What up?
What's happening, champ?
Man, damn, man, that shit was ugly. We almost got into it at the bar last night with them, man. Motherfuckers start feeling themselves, start slanging around that N-word. It was ugly. It was ugly, but all in all, sad day, man. Sad day for us, who support the champ. Still with him. Can't wait for the rematch. Believe in him in the rematch, but great stoppage. It's especially since you got the rematch locked in like that, we got something to look forward to. Let's go ahead, pack it up. Let's head back to the lab. Let's work it out. Push the like button. Y'all only on here to hate. Even if you on here to hate, pay your taxes. Push the like button. TBV. I'm out.
Noah, man, thanks for calling in. New caller in the 917 New York City. Who's this?
Yeah, it was good. Just chase that coin.
Chase that coin. What up?
Was good. Yeah, man. I think Jay, he has to go as far as in the camp. He could stay and do management, but he got to go as far as the camp because him saying that he got way too caught up, and then he doesn't have a boxing mind, so he can't really bring much there. All Wilder has to do is work on his footwork and feints and jabs and something behind the jab. He could do that within a year. So I think he should just take the year off, don't rematch Fury, and work on his footwork. Because if he can get away from Fury and jab, that gives him more time to set up the right hand. But other than that, salute. The show is fire, and that's my call.
All right. Thank you for calling in. All right. Let's see here. Oh, in VA, talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, I thought it was a good stoppage. And I also want to say I had went back and looked at one of your videos where you interviewed Mark Breland, and you asked him. He said that you was a good jabber. He said that I was a good jabber. Why doesn't Deontay use it? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the dynamic in their camp is that JD's, Mark, he's not really listening to Mark Breland. He's not listening to his guidance to me, and it's like JD's is like that. Yes, man. It's just bigging him up, but it's like you need to work on your craft. You know what I'm saying? Just letting this man continue these bad habits has gotten him knocked out now. So, that's all I wanted to say. They need to get that dynamic together. Because, not.
Cut it.
A day, talk to me.
Yeah, man. The fight was over since third round, so there's no reason. They should have been stopped that shit because the man had blood coming out his ears and shit. Yeah, man, that shit was sad, bro. But we got a rematch, so we should be good. But I don't know what we're going to do in the rematch because Fury's just too big for Wilder. Like, getting him tired, leaning on him and everything. Like, I don't know, man, because Wilder was tired. That's the first time I've seen him tired as fuck, falling and everything. Because I think it's the weight. And Fury came with a good-ass game plan. I don't know what plan them Wilder can have.
Cut it.
All right, so ladies and gents, you know that today is the flagship show, and we are getting extremely close to that time. So I'm going on drive-by mode here.
Please have your thoughts in order. Please have your thoughts in order, guy.
Yeah, please have your thoughts in order, and you are getting a very small fraction of time, but if you don't have that together, I do apologize. It is a healthy topic. We're going out to our ringer. Rel, talk to me.
What up, Fire Flame?
What up? I came to the show late. I really don't know what the topic is.
Do you agree with Mark Breland throwing in the towel, or do you agree with Wilder's head trainer who says Breland should not have thrown in the towel?
I kind of feel both ways about it. It was good that he threw in the towel for Wilder's health, but I also feel like that last right hand that Wilder caught Fury with, Fury felt that, and I felt like if anything, he still had the devastating power in his right hand, and he could have still ended the fight. But for health reasons, it was the right decision. But to call it off and not allow it to play out, Wilder could have possibly still pulled it off.
All right, Rel, thanks for calling in. All right, Rel was a ringer, but other than that,
drive-by.
So have your shit together, going from the bottom to the top. We got Vista Links.
Hello. Yeah, just real quick, just gonna say, I think it's a good decision to. By the way, before I go off, just want to say, big up to your show. You're doing real well. Appreciate your show. But yeah, it's a good decision to stop it. Deontay Wilder spoke about deaths last year. What happened? You can see it was in a bad way. I know, obviously, it was not right. Well, it didn't feel right to throw in the towel. But to be honest, he's got children. He's got a lot at stake. Obviously, his adrenaline is rushing is quite high.
Cut it. Drive-by.
Tim, talk to me.
Yo. Hey, I hope you can hear me.
We hear you.
Yo, I'm not so worried about him throwing in the towel. What I'm worried about is the instructions in between rounds. Why is he worried about throwing in the towel? Give him some instructions about what punches to throw so he doesn't have to wait for throwing in the towel. And, of course, all the Wilder haters are going to say he quit, but he didn't quit. Of course, the corner threw in the towel, so that's it.
All right.
Mr. Infojo.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Infojo.
presented by my brother.
Yo, hit those thumbs up. This man is giving us all a platform to call in and express our opinion. At least hit the thumbs up. Yo, I thought the The stoppage was right on time, man. I always say, man, if a coach really cares about his fighter, he will stop the fight. He will not let his fight get pummeled. I think it was the fight before that, the Navarrete fight. Well, I felt that fight, the guy went a whole round getting beat up. I thought that fight should have been stopped. I felt the trainer did not care about his fighter. Live to fight another day. That's all I got. Peace.
All right, Joe. Thanks for calling in. Davidian, talk to me.
Hey, what's good, Ness? What's good, Supermax? I don't have no problem with the stoppage. I thought it was right on time. Actually, I thought it should have been maybe a little bit sooner, but Mark Breland been around for a long time, so I'm not going to question, because that's automatically what I think about is the safety for these boxers. I don't want to see, because what would have happened if he got beat on, and what if he would never woke up, I don't know.
Cut it. Justin.
What's up, Ness? I gotta make this quick. So Fury was battering Wilder the whole fight. First fight, he came to outbox Wilder, hurt him many times, but backed up. This fight, he continually started hitting Wilder. 4 knockdowns in round 7. Wilder up against the corner, just continually taking shots. Right move by the coach. I thought that he stopped the fight correctly. What's more important, I know that Wilder wanted to go out on his shield, but what's more important is that he doesn't end up like Patrick Day. Rest in peace.
Israel, Oklahoma.
Hey, Des, thanks for the show yet again. I agree with most of the callers. Good stop or a good towel throw. Then JD should not have come up publicly. I agree with Steve from Chicago on that one. Otherwise, thanks for the show. Thumbs up, boys.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, good corner stoppage from the corner. Wilder was getting dismantled in there. I mean, they should have been stopped the fight. But it was a good corner stoppage. I agree with him.
Yo, how is it that we're getting so much spam in the chat on some sex bots? Like, where my moderators at, bro? Help a brother out. Victor in Baltimore, talk to me.
Let me jump on that.
Hello?
Yes, Victor, Baltimore.
Yeah, cool. How you doing this? How you doing?
All good.
Yeah, my take was like, I think Brilliant did the right call. He's a boxer, Deas is not. And moving forward, if Wilder must really, really come back for a third fight, he wants to get that muscle mass built in and he work on his footwork.
Kevin, Chicago.
These so-called boxing experts actually bought into the Wilder hype. Come on, guys. He knocked out a 58-year-old Cuban. Then he knocked out a bunch of cans. And everyone's saying the biggest power of all time, this and that. Fury ate that power. Wilder landed a clean right hand right on the jaw. Fury ate that. Come on, dude. The dude's overrated as hell. Take one look at his technique. He's sloppy. He's a sloppy bum.
Jacksonville.
Yo, listen, man. So, listen. Breland made the right call because he got the experience. Deas is just protecting his job. He doesn't. He can see the writing on the wall. Is probably that he's got to go and that he's not going to be there anymore. That's really what he's doing. He's protecting his job by siding with Wilder. You know what I mean? Because really the adjustment has to come from the trainer at the.
UK.
know the words. Come on.
Yo, Ness. Yeah, just give me my full boomerang. I'm just gonna quickly get out my thoughts. I think that Mark Breland did the right thing. I honestly don't think Deas really cares for Wilder. I think he should be fired, in my opinion. Even in between rounds, you literally you just saw them looking at Wilder. They were not actually giving him any instructions to make any useful adjustments. And this guy is already talking about him going into an immediate rematch. I mean, do these guys actually care for the man? I don't think so. I think Wilder should get rid of all of them, really. I'm not sure everyone in the corner is really for him. I think some people are just there to milk him and make the most money out of him. Anyone who thinks that should just rush into an immediate rematch with a guy that knocked you out like that, it doesn't really care for you. And we should stop saying it's like Ruiz, because it's not the same scenario. AJ was dominating Ruiz before he got knocked out. Wilder didn't even have a shot at all.
I don't see how it's not like Ruiz. You're right, actually. Ruiz dropped AJ 4 times, and then AJ quit in the corner. Wilder wanted to continue. That's why it's not like Ruiz. You're absolutely right. We're going to Stunner.
Shout out to TBV. When I watched the fight live, I didn't think that the fight should have been stopped. I didn't feel like that straight right that Fury threw really landed too clean. And then if you watch it, Wilder threw a left hook, then Fury backed up, and that's when the ref stepped in. But let me just say this real quick, though. For all y'all dudes that are, enjoy this victory for Fury, but do realize when Wilder comes back and knocks this dude out, who you guys are giving him no chance against, it's going to go down as the greatest comeback in heavyweight history. That's my call, man. It's still Bomb Squad to this day, man.
Shaka.
Yes, Ness. Big up, bro. Big up for the show. People them over here love it, bro. Listen, it's a quick one. I'm a fan of all these top 4 heavyweights, right? Good power decision first and foremost. But we need to get Dillian Whyte in the mix. We need to see Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte before we see that AJ fight. No negativity, pure positivity. Hit the like button. Big things, bro. Keep it up, man.
All right, thank you for calling in. Ricky Fresh.
Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. First of all, I know it's dry, but I just want to make this quick, yeah? Mark Breland did the right thing by saving Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder had his hands up in the corner taking a barrage of punches. He basically quit on his feet. Yes, he quit. He quit, bitches. But yeah, he saved him. You need to save him. Health is wealth. That's the most important thing. And yeah, I want to see the fight again. Even though Fury won it twice, AJ's busy. White's gonna do his thing.
Yo,
I never saw Wilder shaking his head and not wanting to continue
no,
fighting.
he actually argued, but that's the thing. They're so happy that the tables have turned that they want to associate it with the AJ law. So even what Coyote said, like, oh, I think he should fire everybody. That's what we said. He said, oh, they don't love him if they make him go into the immediate rematch. That's what we said, because we thought Ruiz had his number based off that first fight. So they're just, giving us a bit of our own medicine. Nothing clever at all. Majimbe, talk to me.
All right, so first of all, hit those thumbs up. And for the callers, I love the passion, but calm down on the cursing. I don't want these guys to get demonetized. I mean, I've been around since Ness asked Beeb, how long will it take for us to leave our regular jobs? Beeb said 5 years. So for Ness to be able to do this and do this as a career and give us all of this content, we have to be considerate of that and make sure, support these guys. I mean, they are, truly growing the sport that we love. Hit those thumbs up, calm down on the cursing.
Great job, Ness.
My Jimbe, thank you for the kind
Great call,
words.
bro.
Thank you for the kind words. And everything he said is absolutely true, man. So please do be mindful of the cursing, man. YouTube is like police now. They are cracking down on that without a doubt. We going to GT Ray.
Are, truly growing the sport that we love.
GT Ray. Going once, or is it G Trey? G Trey? All right, keeping it moving day and night.
And now that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm sitting here rewatching the fight, man. Fury is he's punching him and he's holding, man. He's just too big, bro. Well, Wilder got to figure something out to do with all that motherfucking weight, because the boy gonna come in fat again. He got to figure that out, man. And I agree with the towel stoppage, because he was getting his ass kicked. Let's just be honest. He's getting his ass kicked.
Yo, man, my thing is, bro, I went to that camp and I said, listen, what you gonna do when he clinches? Because he was draining you the last time, you know what I mean? I was in camp and I said, yo, 270. He said he coming in 270. And, look, unfortunately, man, this had to happen, but I'm sure some adjustments will be made, you know what I mean? We going out to Big Nick.
Listen, Breland was right to stop the fight. It should have been stopped from the 4th round. At the end of the day, trainers are paid to give fighters the tools to protect themselves and also to save them from themselves. Ness, chill, dry your eye, don't cry. Everything's going to be okay, bro.
Definitely is, champ. This is my second show on a Sunday. That means that I'll be doing a 7 p.m. show, which will be my 3rd show. I mean, for me, I'm here. I'm here.
Yo, and Ness lived up to his word, man. He was up till, you were up till 2 a.m. like my time, so that's at least what,
three something my time. Look, these people have a poor sense of judgment and a twisted reality. Like,
it's because people that think that assume that everybody does what they would do.
Exactly, man. And that's not the case. I'm a fan of boxing, man. We're going out to Lionel in Vegas. Talk to us.
Let's go, baby. It was a good stoppage, man. But end of the day, we just got to regroup, man. I'm Team Wilder to the end. So, you know what I'm saying, work on the jab, work on the 1s and 2s, move his feet. I think we go back into the rematch, man. We don't quit. And the people that are really there with Wilder, we're not going to quit with him. We're going to stay in his corner at the end of the day. And all these other UK fans talking about Ness, dry your eyes, man. We're Team Wilder. We take an L, we jump right back. So I say you need to bring somebody in his camp and regroup, and we're going to get back on track, period.
All right, Brother Lionel, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Mike in Sacramento. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Ness? How you guys doing? I think the towel stoppage was good. It was definitely something that should have been done. And, man, after these 2 beatings, I think he lost the first and then second one, so I don't think he's got a rematch. At least a year of more training. That's all. Peace.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Let's see what else we got here. Is this Frank?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. How are you?
How are you, brother?
Good. Wilder has a few issues. The thing is that he's not used to facing someone who's taller than him and has boxing skill. He doesn't have that, boxing nous and knowledge. Another issue is that by the time that you get beaten, repeatedly, plus I've not seen a fighter have blood coming out of the ear before. That's just crazy. Have you seen that before?
Not really. MMA, but not in this, bro. And I don't even watch MMA, but I have seen it in MMA because they got those weird ears and shit.
Yeah, they got the cauliflower ear. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
It was a rarity.
Exactly. So if you see someone that has blood coming out.
Yeah, man. I agree. You see that blood, and it's not normal. You know,
What stood out to me was the body shot knockdown. That seemed to where Wilder kind of
well,
started
that
to
was
look
off
really.
balance, man. People been saying for years that his balance is bad, and he was pulling out, and they hit him with a body shot, and he just was right off his feet. But it could also have to do with the equilibrium. I mean, did he ever get it back after that first? You know,
And that's what I'm saying is that's where I saw the first signs of frustration, visible frustration on his face. It wasn't a look of worry. It was just a look of like something was off, and you could tell it was frustrating him that he couldn't quite get himself back. Because
yeah,
had that
man.
been a real liver shot, did he though like the way they try to make it out to be? Liver shots most times guys don't get up from.
Well, let's go out to let's see here. It looks like AMG. Talk to me. AMG, you there?
Round.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Okay, you were saying it was a good idea to throw in the towel even if you made it out of that round. I feel like he was just going to get hurt in the next one. He didn't have his legs under him, so it was a dumb fight at that point. And then I didn't like the main trainer throwing the other dude under the bus. I mean, come on, you got to watch enough sports to know you just don't do that in a press conference. You should keep that in-house and talk about it amongst yourselves. And then honestly, the worst thing for someone with a big personality to have is it's just like a yes man. Because Wilder does have a big personality, but they've been working.
I hear you, man. It's crazy, bro. It feels like karma, right? Everything that people were saying about AJ, now they're saying it about Wilder. Check your camp. Are they yes men? No one's telling you the truth. B. Paulie, talk to me.
What up, B.
What up, though, Daz?
What up?
They look like everybody got dropped from the car, man. Hey, first of all, man, I appreciate your hard work, my dude, man. You stay grinding. You stay consistent. You did?
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate that, man. You motivate me to stay on my hustle, so that's real shit. But yeah, it was a good fight, man. My man. I think they should have threw in the towel a couple of rounds earlier. I knew once that ear was bleeding, it was gonna look bad. He stopped looking good. That's that third round. So hopefully he pop back, man. I don't like the fact that people talking about the corner change. That was a good throw in, man. It was a good.
Well, all right, brother. Thank you for calling in. B. Paulie. Looks like that's everybody. I'm going to let you guys go. We'll be back this afternoon, or actually in about 2 hours with another one. The flagship will be here for 3 hours. You get more time on the call. We do it every single Sunday at 7 p.m., every single Thursday at 7 p.m., and every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard, and 8 a.m. Central every single morning. And don't forget, obviously, every 7 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays and Sundays. Supermax, social media champ, Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Peace.
Yeah, my final thoughts real quick are this. Good call by Mark Breland. And look, for the folks at PBC and ESPN, if Errol Spence comes back 100% healthy, we got to get that Crawford-Spence fight. Spence already got in a bad car wreck. Crawford was clipped in his last fight. You've seen what happened to Wilder and AJ. Let's get it going, man. Big underscore Supermax 56 at Instagram, man. Peace.